Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. There's a moment on this journey, one you can't force, one you can't predict, when something softens inside you. It's subtle at first. You're going through your day, interacting with people the same way you always have, and then suddenly it hits you. You're not just looking at another person. You're looking at another life that is connected to yours. And something in you whispers, almost shyly, they're family. Not family by blood, not family by recognition. Family because they are part of the same pulse of existence that you are. The same breath, the same fragile miracle of being alive on this spinning globe with no handbook and no guarantees. And that shift changes everything. There's a moment on this path where your eyes open wider, not because anything out there has changed, but because something inside you has rearranged itself, and suddenly, the world looks familiar in a different way. You see the tired cashier as someone's daughter, someone's friend, someone who once danced around a living room in pajamas at age 6. You see the frustrated driver in traffic as someone carrying private battles that you know nothing about. You see the elderly man shuffling into a store as someone who has lived entire worlds before you even existed. And this recognition isn't pity, it isn't charity, and it isn't moral high ground. What it is its kinship. It's the soul level realization that nobody is an extra in your story. Everyone you pass is a full universe of memories, fears, hopes, mistakes, regrets, and unspoken dreams. When love opens that door inside you, the old habit of seeing people as obstacles or annoyances or strangers begins to fall away. And in its place grows something ancient and powerful: belonging. Not belonging to them, but belonging with them. One of the illusions of modern life is the idea that we are separate from each other, separate from animals, separate from nature, separate from the strangers passing by. But when you choose unconditional love, when you really commit to seeing life through that lens, the illusion begins to crumble right in front of you guys. You start noticing the micro moments. The way a baby smiles at a stranger without hesitation. The way that dogs greet anyone who shows kindness. No resume required. The way that the trees sway in a wind that doesn't discriminate between leaves. The way a flock of starlings moves in perfect unity with no leader shouting commands. Life knows how to dance together when we stop resisting the rhythm. As your heart opens, your defenses start melting without you even realizing it. You don't walk through the world with the same guarded tension. Your tone softens. Your eyes soften. Your posture softens. And strangely, beautifully, you feel stronger for it. Because the distance that you once kept from others wasn't protecting you. It was isolating you. And when that distance shrinks, your spirit inhales for the first time in a long while. At first, you don't even notice you're changing. You just react differently. More gently, more patiently, more thoughtfully. You don't assume the worst. You don't escalate, and you don't snap back. Instead, there's a pause inside you. A sacred split second where love enters the room before your ego does. And that moment is gold. It's the moment where you are no longer run by fear or irritation or habit, but rather by awareness. It's the moment where you can look at someone's anger and see their pain beneath the anger. Where you can look at someone's coldness and recognize their loneliness hiding behind the frost. Where you can look at a stranger's harsh behavior and understand that their life has taught them survival, not softness. This is where compassion becomes instinct. This is where your world expands. This is where the thread of connection shows itself clearly, not as a metaphor, but as truth. Let's be honest. Seeing everyone as family is beautiful, but it isn't easy. Because once you see people that way, you can't unsee them. You can't dehumanize them. You can't justify harm or cruelty the way that you once did. You can't shrug off suffering as not your problem. And that new awareness, it adds weight to your heart, but it also adds wings. Because the more you recognize the humanity in others, the more you recognize your own humanity too, you become more gentle with yourself. You judge your own past a little less, and you forgive more quickly. You breathe more deeply. You learn that tenderness isn't fragility, that it's strength. And that should be obvious because of how hard it is sometimes to do it. Loving all life unconditionally doesn't make you weak. It gives you access to a part of yourself you might not have believed existed. It's the force inside you that sees not just who people are, but who they could be if they were met with enough care. Seeing that unseen potential in people. When this recognition deepens, you begin noticing something else. It's not just people who feel like family. It's the cat who curls up on your couch or on your porch because she senses safety. It's the squirrel who cautiously approaches because curiosity outweighs fear. It's the bird who lands on a branch near you as though it has something to say. It's the trees that feel like less like scenery and more like ancient companions holding up the sky with you. You realize that the world has always been alive, always speaking, always connected. You just weren't listening. You always could. It was always happening, but you just weren't listening. But once you do, you don't want to stop. Trust me. Love, especially unconditional love, is not a feeling. It is a transformation. It changes how you see others. It changes how you see yourself. It changes how you walk through the world. It changes what you tolerate, what you treasure, and what you choose. And that's a big one, guys. What you choose. It changes your inner weather. Those storms inside you that once raged relentlessly start to lose their power. And the more you love all life as kin, the more you feel the truth that has always been beneath the noise. We are one family. We always were. We simply forgot. And it's easy to forget. This episode marks the beginning of our arc toward the new year. The arc of expanding your love outward, one life at a time, until the whole world starts to look like home. If you let yourself keep going, keep softening, keep seeing, keep choosing love, you will not be the same person when January arrives. You will be wider. You will be deeper. You will be freer, and you will be more yourself than you have ever been. It's going to shock you if you follow these through. That's the plan that I'm working on with these next few episodes. Because unconditional love doesn't just change the world around you. It changes you. And that is where everything begins, guys. I love you all very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do, right? Go out and pass that on. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.